I'm Chief Deputy Rhonda Anderson with the Cobb County Sheriff's Office. I've been employed with the Cobb County government for over 40 years. When I started in 1983, I was the first African American female hired as a deputy sheriff in Cobb County. They needed to get used to me. I was comfortable with everybody that I was around, but I had no issues. I had no racial issues because from the beginning I told them, let me tell you off the rip, there will be no feminist jokes nor racial jokes. Whatever you do, keep that trash away from me. When I first received the news that I had breast cancer, it hit me in the chest like a ton of bricks. I tell you, it was hard. For the 15 minutes, I cried. Then I got over it and I said, okay, what is next? First thing I did was prayed, and hey, I turned that over to God, and I never worried about it since that day I was diagnosed. And I had to go through 5 days of radiation and 8 treatments of chemo. I still had a lot of energy. I didn't have a whole lot of medical issues, I think, because in my mind, my statement to myself, and people have used it in the past, I have cancer, but cancer does not have me. So I knew that I had to raise 2 children. I knew they had to get through high school and to go to college. So that meant I had to do what I had to do to survive. And my first course was to sit down and talk to God and let Him know I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying. I got children to raise and I got things to do. I was diagnosed in August of 2007. So it's been 16 years since my diagnosis. I completed my last treatment in January of 2008. So I've been cancer-free for 15 years. I always knew I was strong, but I really found out how strong I was, that I could handle anything. The Lord just covered me all the time, so I didn't worry about anything. When you doubt, then you don't have faith. So I have a lot of faith, so I knew God was going to handle that, so I had no problems. The way you can support a person that's going through breast cancer is just to be there. Listen to them, see what they have to say. Don't speculate on what you think they need. Just listen to them, ask them what they need, and they'll tell you. Just whatever they need. If they need rest, they need support, you to feed them a meal. Sometimes you don't want to cook, so you gotta eat. So just bring them a meal or just be there. Be there available for a phone call, whatever it takes. My advice to all women is to take care of yourself first. You can't help anybody else unless you take care of yourself first. And you have to get a lot of rest, because during that time, it's gonna be all about you. You gotta be healthy, take care of yourself, do what you have to do to get to every stage you go through. You gotta, it drains you sometimes, but you gotta be able to put yourself first, and then all the rest, it just falls into place.